everyone. My name is Qian, and today I will introduce a story about William and Amy. And here are my group members, Manjun, Gaohui, and Jie. And at first, I will introduce these three pictures. The first one, we can see a city under the big mass, and this man attacking this story, this city, and the city, we suppose that the city is where William lived next. And the second picture, we can see a blue giant dragon and a little boy. The little boy is trying to attacking the dragon, and the little boy is William, and the dragon is the difficulties William has to face on his way to pursue his new life. Yes. In the third picture, we can see gracious old lady, but actually she is very evil. She always abuse Annie. This girl is Annie, and when William went to pursue his new life, he met Annie in the old lady's house, and then they created a love story, and they go to pursue their new life together.
In the first picture, long ago, there is an evil giant monster. He loves destroying and eating houses where people live. Unfortunately, no one can stop him because he's too big and strong. Everyone was afraid of him. Therefore, many people are forced to leave their own country to start their own new life, including a young man, William. William put up with the mess in his hometown, so that he made a decision to get far away from home and find a new admirable place.
Let's see the next page. Walking on the road, William hears a loud and strange noise, and he feels frightened uncomfortably. In fact, there was a giant dragon, but there is the only way in front of William, and he found that there was no turning back. As a result, William decided to deal with that giant dragon. Unexpectedly, William beat up the dragon in the end, and what makes him more surprised is that he found the adorable blue gem in dragon's stomach. And so William kept going, find his new residence heaven.
And next is the third picture. So William came to a new city. The night falls down, and he was so hungry and exhausted, and he has nowhere to live. And at this moment, who looks really amiable, granny, and this old woman came to him and says, "If you have nowhere to go, I could let you stay in my house for a night." So William accepted her kindness and getting her house. And in the granny's house, there's a little girl called Morrison. And this little girl who is very delicate but looks very haggard. So the granny claims that Morrison is her granddaughter, but what makes William a little bit suspicious is that the little girl seems to be so scared of the granny. And the old woman says he would cook her beef for William, and when she's in the kitchen, Morrison tells William that tells William that not to eat the meal because actually the old granny would like to poison him and get the blue gem from the dragon. And actually the old woman isn't her grandmother, but a vicious one who takes in Morrison and abuses her, forces her to do all kinds of chores all day and without any meals. The old woman makes a living by thuggy. He poisons people who stay in her house from other places and rob their belongings. So Morrison just tells William to escape as soon as he can, but the sense of justice makes William stay and want to protect Morrison. So he came up with a plan, and after the granny prepares the meal, and when she is setting the table, William exchanges his dish with the old granny's, and the woman eats her dish without any doubt. After a while, the old woman, who is expecting to see the death of William, finds out that it's like a flame burning in his stomach, surprisingly. And after a while, he collapses to the ground, and her evil soul actually finally gets the place that it deserves to be. After saying this thing, actually Morrison is a little bit frightened at first, but when he realizes that the granny is forever gone, he becomes very grateful to William. And at this moment, William asks her what's her plan next, and she was really frightened and don't know what to do. So William just tells her that if he would like to, he will protect her on the road, and he asks Morrison if she would like to get far away from home and start a new life with him. And Morrison's answer is yes. So they get far away from home and start their new life. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a big hand. Okay. All right. Please return to your seats. Okay. So here are two suggestions I will give to this group. Okay. And obviously, as we all know, the story is between Annie and William. All right. Okay. So at first, this group referred to Annie as Annie. But when it came to the later part, they used Morrison instead of Annie. Okay? We also know that Annie Morrison is the same person because Annie's surname is Morrison. Alright? So in the future, if you are going to present the story, you need to make it consistent in terms of the names or words you use. Okay? Because we know Morrison is Annie, so there will be no problem for us. However, if you present the story in front of a group of people who are not familiar with the story, then they will never know Morrison is the same person as Annie is. Okay? So that is the first thing. And two, once you finish, and this will be applied to everyone, once you finish the story, for the closing remarks, you have to say, this is the end of the story. Thank you for your listening. Okay? Just like what you will do for the group presentation. Usually, when it comes to the end of presentation, you will say, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your listening. Okay? So don't forget that you need to say, this is the end of blah, 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 and thank you for your listening. This is usually how we finish the whole presentation. Okay? Alright, so let's welcome the next group to give us a presentation. 下一组。